And joining us now from Washington, D.C., filmmaker and activist Yuval David. Yuval, great seeing you. It's been a while. Thanks for joining us again. So first things first, brief us on conversion therapy, please, for those who aren't familiar with it.
Conversion therapy is a horrible practice which is really based on stigma coming from religion. It's not based on science. Conversion therapy attempts to pray the gay away, to get people to use religion to convert from homosexuality to heterosexuality.
And a national survey published only just last March by the Trevor Project found that 13 people of all LGBTQ respondents aged 13 to 24 reported being subjected to conversion therapy. That it is that widespread, and 83 of those are reported being subjected to it before they turned 18, and the number was even higher when we're talking about transgender or non-binary young people. And my question to you, are there people who voluntarily seek it, or is it largely forced on them by family or church or other communal structures?
Conversion therapy is largely forced on people. There are those who seek it because they hear their religious leaders from the pulpits talking about homosexuality as an abomination. There is a line in Vayikra, in Leviticus, saying, "Ve'ish asher ishkav zachar mishkavei isha toeva su shnehem yomatu dimehem bam." There's this one line in if a man shall lie with a male as he lies with a female, an abomination they both have created, their blood shall be upon them. But they quote this one line about homosexuality because there is the only one line in Vayikra and Leviticus. But there are so many people who quote this line while they still eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. They quote it while they wear wool blend clothing, which also in Leviticus says that we must not wear mixed linens. In Leviticus, it also says that if your wife is in her cycle, if she's menstruating, she must not go into the home, let alone the same bed. How many of these people follow all of these different lines in the Bible about the way we're supposed to live? But they focus on this one line. And I can go on through from Leviticus to Shmot to Exodus to Deuteronomy to Dvarim and break down these biblical passages. Conversion therapy is a frightening, dangerous practice that leads so many people into depression, anxiety, and the suicide rates of those who have gone through conversion therapy is so frighteningly high.
Yeah, I didn't read much about David and Jonathan. I assume those people as well. And before we let you go, Yuval David, Pennsylvania is essentially the 26th state to at least partially bar the practice for minors. Some do it completely, others just banning it partially. But my question to you, are we going to see a similar Roe v. Wade type of a situation in which Americans are just essentially choosing the America they want to live in, and it has nothing to do with the other one?
I mean, that's a very good question. So many people are talking about the power that the state has as opposed to the nation having over every other state. We are the United States of America. So where is the unification? We look at these different states. For example, 20 states and Washington, D.C. completely ban the practice of conversion therapy, while 5 states partially ban conversion therapy for minors. The federal court barred 3 states, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida, from enforcing conversion therapy bans. And the remaining 21 states have no law or policy on conversion therapy. So does that mean that LGBTQ people need to move to a state that is more comfortable for them, that is more accepting to them? I fear the answer might be yes.
They can take with them pregnant women who might not want their baby with them. Yuval David, I always...
we heard the story of the woman, the 16-year-old in Florida, who was banned from having an abortion because she's considered a minor. So what is this young woman going to do?
Well, Yuval David, I'm always enjoying our conversations, but today even more so listening to you in Hebrew with some biblical phrases. Thank you very much for this interview, filmmaker and activist Yuval David. Thanks for that.